Hey everybody, Sean here with BoredParacord.com, and I'm here to show you another design. This one was created by Gian O'Neill. He calls it Salomon's Mountain. So to start off with, I have 6 feet of neon yellow and 6 feet of red. Fuse them together. So this is my middle point, and I've also flattened the ends on the paracord so that they'll fit through the buckle. I'm using a 5/8 inch sleek buckle. It is flat to a point. The ends are kind of rounded, but the buckle itself on this side is flat. But you can reverse it. I have another bracelet I did that's reversible, and you can wear it either way. So the first thing I want to do is I'm going to do the cow's hitch a little differently, but kind of the same to start with. So we're just going to take our ends and go down through the top of the buckle. Open up your 2 long ends and reach through and grab your ends here and pull everything through. So that part's the same. Now because this buckle is a little bit wider, I want to fill in that little extra gap that's on the edges. So what we're going to do, and I've never done this before, but I think it'll work, is from the back side, actually no, we'll go down through the top. So you're going to go down through the top again on the same side you did before. If I got enough room here, there we go. And then pull this all the way through, but leave a little bit left. We got a big twist going on there. Let's see if I can work that out. There we go. Alright, so leave a loop right there like that. And then do the same thing with the red. So we'll go down through the top, pull that all through, leaving a little loop there. Okay, now you're going to just take your colors and come up through that loop. Just like that, and then pull her tight. Kind of doing a separate cow's hitch for each color right there by doing that. But that'll give you, it'll fill up your buckle real nice. We're going to flip the buckle over, pull all the paracord through your finger to get rid of all the twists, and then go up through the buckle. And we're kind of going to do the same thing on this side, but it's not going to really be a knot. Alright, let's get this set up. Okay. You're going to set your length first. That's the first thing you want to do, is set your length, which you can adjust when you come back to it. There we go. And then we're just going to go down through the buckle again to kind of fill that space up again. Just like that. Get rid of that twist there. And then like we did before, come up through that loop, and that'll lock it in place. There we go. Well, it doesn't exactly lock in place. It just creates a loop. Alright, and then we'll do the red side. Sorry, I haven't done this on this buckle yet. It was just something that I wanted to do, and I haven't tested this out yet. Alright, so pull that through. There we go. Alright, and then now you're probably going to want to readjust your length here. And you just can do that by pulling the excess up through the buckle. That'll give you your length back. Yellow and the red. Alright, there we go. That'll be a good length for what I need this for. That over. Okay. I apologize. This thing keeps on spinning over on me and tricking me. There we go. Alright, so we got our length set. Almost got the color set down here. Oh, it's going to be one of those days, I think. Haven't had one in a while, so I was about to. Okay, so we're going to start off with the regular old Salomon to lock the paracord in place. Alright, get that up there. Alright, so now that we have, excuse me, my allergies are really killing me right now. So whatever color you take over for your Salomon over this middle section, that's going to be your dominant color on this side. Now the pattern is exactly the same when you flip the bracelet over, so just remember that whatever color you start your Salomon with, the one that you take over the top, that's going to be your dominant color on the front. Now to start this, what we're going to do is take our non-dominant color, the one that forms the triangles on the sides. We're going to take that one first, and we're going to take it around the back, through the middle, and off to the right side. Now I'm going to zoom in just a little bit on this. Sorry, this looks like we're in 6.5 minutes already, and I apologize before I get started on this. So loop it around, go underneath the middle, take the right one over top of that, down through the middle. Okay, so if you can just remember under, over, that's the step of your red one. You're going to do the exact opposite with the other cord. So we went under with the red, up through the middle, and then the yellow one we went over and down. Now we're just going to finish this. Since we went around the back, we're going to actually bring this over the top and then through the loop that's on the left side. Just like that. Now this one, this yellow one, I'm going to pull that over that way. This yellow one is going to go around the back and come up through its loop. And then we're going to pull this tight. This is where it gets kind of tricky. You just want to pull one cord at a time and keep cinching it toward the middle. And then press up that way to lock everything in. Alright, so now that was your under with the red, so what you want to do is your over. So you're going to take your red over the middle piece and through, just like that. Now your other one's going to do the opposite of that. So under and through. And when I mean under, you're going to go under the first one, through the middle, and off to the side. Now this red one, we're going to go back to that. It's going to go around the back. Since it went over, you're basically just looping it around these two middle yellow strands. Bringing it off to the left. Now the yellow one went under, so we're going to come up over and through. And pull that tight. Cinch everything together. You're just going to do one cord at a time, and it looks pretty good if you can keep it nice and consistent. Alright, so that's our pattern for step 1. Step 2 just means we're going to take that pattern and flip it. So this is going to be over here and the yellow is going to be over here. So to do that, we do a regular old Salomon, and you want to use your dominant color. You never want to use the red one over top when you do the Salomon. So yellow over top, create a loop on the right, take your red over the yellow, go behind the back, and then bring that red up through that yellow loop. Okay, pull that tight, and then cinch it up. Now you're going to do the same thing you did on the other side. You're going to start with the same non-dominant color, and you're going to go under. Just remember, under, then over. So under, the yellow is going to go opposite of that. So since this one went under, this one's going to go over. And then we take our red and we cross it over and through. The yellow does the same thing, just opposite. It goes under and through. Okay, so that was our red under. That was the under part of the under over. Pull that tight. Now you're over. So you take your red over and through the middle. Your yellow is going to go under and through. Just like that. The red, since you went over, you're going to take it around the back, come up through the middle. So that was your under part. So you did your over and then your under with the red. This one's, since we went around the back and through, we're just going to keep continuing that and loop it around and go through that loop. And pull her tight. This video is going to be a little long, so I apologize. I try to keep them under 15 minutes, but this one looks like it might go a little long. This is a little tricky one here, but I'm trying to make it as easy as possible. Alright, so we did our pattern again here. So we're going to switch it. We're going to flip it over. And to flip your pattern, all you do is a Salomon, and it gets the red over on the left side and the yellow on the right. So to do the Salomon, create your loop, go over the top. Red goes over yellow, goes around the back and through the loop. Pull it tight, cinch it up. And I'll do one more here. So we're going to do under over, just remember under over, under and through. This one does the opposite of that. So you're going over and through. Back to the red. Cross over the top, going through the loop. This one goes around the back because it went over the front, so around the back and then up through that loop. You should have something that looks just like that. And then we could pull that tight, cinch her on up. It's a really cool pattern. I haven't seen this one before, and I looked all over the place for it because it's a really cool pattern. I love how the design flips, goes to the other side. It's a great design. Now we're going to do our over. We already did our under right there, so we're doing the over. So over and through. This one goes under and through. And then we're just going to continue it around. Come up through that loop. Continue this one over and through. And again, everything cinched nice and tight. And then push up on everything. Alright, you finish that with the Salomon to get them flipped. And then you just continue your pattern. Just remember, the first time you do your non-dominant color, you're going to go under, and then it's opposite of that. And then you do over, and the yellow is opposite of that again. Alright, so I'm going to finish this on up, and I'll show you how to cut your ends and singe them so you can finish up your bracelet. Once again, down to the bottom here, I've done I did my under and my over, so 2 steps in there. And then the next step would be to do my Salomon, and it's perfect. I have just enough in there to finish on the Salomon. I can cut my ends and singe them. So that's what I'm going to do real quick. And again, thanks to Gian O'Neill for this design. I really like this one. Get that one there. And if you look, you've got the zigzag yellow pattern on this side, and you flip it over, you have the zigzag red, and the yellow is duplicating the same exact shark's tooth look to it as the red over here. If you are watching for the first time, or you haven't done it already, head over to facebook.com/groups/paracord on. That's P-A-C-A, or I'm sorry, P-A-R-A-C-O-R-D-O-N, and that'll get you to the Facebook group. It's where we all hang out. We have a pretty good time in there. A lot of really good people, a lot of new and unique designs and new ways of thinking when it comes to paracord. So check it out. Really great group. Closing in on 1,000 members. I'm just using the low part of the flame when I do this. It does a pretty good job. And then I've got a smoothing tool here, which gives you a really smooth edge there, so it doesn't poke your skin. This side I kind of got ahead of myself and used the higher part of the flame and turned it black. I want to try and stay away from doing that, but there's Solomon's Mountain by Gian O'Neill. Hope you like this one. I sure do. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching. Until next time, paracord on.